Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
On first down, right back to Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's got room. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards. So they had it bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more on that one, and another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, 40 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Straight ahead is Hall. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down and 4, Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. 20, 10. And it's a Packers touchdown.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. deciding not to bring it out.
Ready, ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Ball again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Paul on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. Here's a give to Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They go play action now. Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Jones again on second down. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this first and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. They find some open field here. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Yeah, impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. receiver, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right.
They'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
2021 wasn't quite the 11-touchdown outburst that we saw from Robert Tunyon the year prior. A torn ACL cost him half his season, and the Packers still believe he can be the impact player he was 2 years ago after his rehab. Pretty impactful play on that one, and it will move the chains.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Hall again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for second down. A handoff for Hall. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Play action. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10. Wilson, he finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They'll run on first down. Hall.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Green Bay Packers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down.
He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Rodgers again now. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. And that one just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. There's Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Chris Barnes.
Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll go again with Hall.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with third and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Up the middle they go. Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. There's Wilson to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Lowry.
And they stop them here, so now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Ball again on second down.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line.
187 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On first down, it's Hall, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Hall again on second down.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And Johnson's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or